Yeah, that's good.
Bloody sirens. There's been
nothing
but sirens in the background all morning, actually. Big old fire truck went by earlier, just before you called. These sirens were going. Like, this shit's going down out here.
Like I said, it's the nice day, the long weekend, Saturday. Maybe some people are getting a little crazy.
Some hooligans out there fraternizing all together, dancing in drum circles. That's what I bet it is. I bet the cops are breaking up some kind of drum circle right now.
Yeah. You ever played a steel drum?
I think I have. Not certainly to no proficiency.
But you've done.
Yeah, I've done. Beep, beep,
well,
boop,
yeah,
boop,
boy.
boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop, boop, boop,
such a
boop,
nice
boop.
sound. Nice outdoorsy, hot summer sound.
You know what? I think I may have had one as a souvenir. Like one of my folks went somewhere to the Caribbean or something, and maybe brought me back one that maybe had 5 different tones on it. You know, like bing, bing, boom, boom, or something like that. So you could kind of boom, boom, bing, boom.
Yeah. You can make a little something.
You could make a little something. Certainly, you know, if I could make a theme song using one of those steel drums, that would just be cool. We could have an island-ish theme.
Yeah.
You know, Pineapple Pete's on the up and up. I think, you know, maybe a steel drum into one of his performances, or, you know, could maybe reignite his theme song.
Yeah.
He's going to be huge.
Oh, yeah. Jericho has made this man's career.
Chris Jericho has made so many careers in the course of his life, and Pineapple Pete's just one of them. What are we talking about? You know we're talking about wrestling, because this is the Shoot Brothers Wrestling Podcast. This is the only wrestling podcast that you can find online, which is hosted by myself, Cameron Osborne, my co-host, Mike the Shoot Shepherd. We're back for another week, folks. Now we're on this different show schedule now. Money in the Bank threw a whole huge wrench in everything that we've been doing, and now we're back on this fun little schedule that we're on because we stopped at the after Money in the Bank. Of course, we have Monday Night Raw, but we still have SmackDown Fallout, and shit happens every Wednesday. So we thought we'd bring you a quick show.
Oh yeah. Gotta hit the ropes and bounce back quick with the clothesline of another episode.
What an analogy. Oh, my God. Let's start off the show. We've got a tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. New champions, congratulating old champions. I've been going through the list of tweet of the week champions. We haven't had a repeat winner in a long time.
Wow.
Which of course, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, 5-time champions, and then like a huge slew of one-timers, including this week's brand new tweet of the week champion, the chairman, the boss, the guy in charge of it all, Vince McMahon, who just reached out to @Becky Lynch, is a world-class athlete who will undoubtedly be a world-class mom. She's rewritten the book on what it means to be a champion on Raw, and now she's starting an exciting new chapter on behalf of the entire WWE family. Congratulations.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear from the entire world too. Keep in mind, this is somebody who I remember there was an infamous tweet from I think possibly before tweet of the week champion times where it was Shane McMahon's birthday and Vince's tweet was just at Shane McMahon happy birthday.
Yeah, I think that was my putting over near the beginning of this show's.
That was a put over. So to see,
it was comparing his tweet to John Cena's birthday,
Exactly.
where it's like, "Congratulations, John Cena, the greatest wrestler and a great man," and he just goes on, and then
So yeah, it seems like Vince is kind of 2 for 2 on really congratulating his stars and leaving. Well, maybe it's just Shane. I think one time there was a Steph tweet that was probably, he maybe said good things. Nice things about
Shane's just, he's always been a little bit more on the outside. But good stuff. Vince McMahon with his wholesomeness. He can be a good guy.
Exactly. He has a heart.
Oh, yeah.
He just doesn't want us to
Just doesn't always have a brain.
Yeah, which one doesn't have the heart? Is it the
the
lion?
the lion.
Lion, the lion is hard, and then I think the Tin Man wants a brain.
Or the Scarecrow needs a brain.
And what does the Tin Man want? A heart? No. We just said that.
I'm all mixed
Fuck,
up
what's
now.
the third one?
Maybe the lion just wanted courage?
No, but I think you need the heart brings courage.
Yeah. What's
Who
the third
sings
one?
If I Only Had a Brain? Okay, it makes sense the scarecrow would have no brain.
I thought it was If I Only Had a Heart was the song.
I thought it was If I Only Had a Brain.
Maybe we're getting
my
Mandela.
God, this is
It's a Mandela effect. Live on the air.
live.
If I only had a heart.
No, I think it's If I Only Had a Brain. This is killing us.
I don't know
Okay,
anymore.
we need to move on from this topic,
Yes,
or
the
else
Wizard of Oz.
we're not going to stop. We're going to have to look at that for next week. Because
I don't even know where are we?
This
What's
is
going on?
not a Wizard of Oz podcast.
I feel like we're in Oz right now.
I feel like we're fucking somewhere. Those winged monkeys are gonna come after us.
Yeah.
So we better run away. We better run away to TNT because there's only one show to watch on Wednesday night. If you only have TNT as like a channel, like you get one channel and it's TNT. It's 9 p.m., 8 p.m. You're gonna watch AEW.
AEW. All Elite. They coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's Dynamite. Because you know what, we're closing in on this Double or Nothing pay-per-view, which is really exciting. You know, but possibly more exciting, we did get the advertised match of Chris Jericho and Pineapple Pete.
Oh yes, that'll happen in a little bit. But let's just open the show with Lance Archer comes out, just beating up some guy. I don't know who this was.
Neither do I. He was just beating someone up.
Yeah, and of course Jake the Snake's following behind, and he says he was asked to apologize for last week and putting the snake on Brandy and all that, and he says, "I will. As soon as she kisses my ass, I'll give her an apology." And don't come. This ring is no man's land. It's our area, which is kind of contradictory, but I get what he's saying. And the crowd of wrestlers sounded quite loud this week. I like
Yes, this one was louder than most, especially because these WWE shows are silent.
Yeah,
So you were noticing a big difference, and it really feels like they're
lots
pumping it up. Maybe some reverb. They have some microphones just in the crowd.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the boos sounded big for Jake here.
Yeah,
as he
big
starts.
boos. That's correct.
He says, women are great at home cooking, wiping babies' butts, and if it's cold outside, she can keep me warm. It's a very old school
Yeah,
Jake.
very, very old school take. Just healing it up, of course.
That was funny.
It feels like even some of the heels in the audience would have been like, "Ee, dude, I don't know if you say that." Sean Spears is just like, "Ah, God, no,
You're like,
don't say that." Yeah, ee.
He's doing the old cut motion on his.
Yeah, someone's about to give him the hook, like it's the Gong Show.
But then he gets to Cody, and then we start hearing an engine revving in the background. And
His Ford F-150, not just
his-
any engine. This
Not
is
just the F-150 Ford Black Ops.
It took JR a couple tries to get that one out.
He's like,
on together. He's
41
like, Ford F-150.
Yeah. But he's got his custom logo on the truck and all that, and so he drives
and his neck.
and his neck. Yeah, so he drives his truck like 6 feet, knocks over this barricade, gets out, and walks towards the ring. So I don't really know.
I was kind of hoping off in the beginning there that he was going to go
I think he was going to drive
closer
down to the ring.
ring. Maybe
Yeah.
I thought like, oh shit, is he going to drive his massive truck through the ring and then there's just a truck there? But no,
Stone Cold would have done it.
Stone Cold woulda.
But he just kind of knocks over this little barricade that he could have walked around, and he gets
It's
out.
like a bunch of pipes.
Yeah, it was like,
Did you notice that those haphazardly laid pipes?
It was just a little, it was like, I don't know. But whatever. He just wanted to show off his custom truck.
Ford F-150, you know.
Yeah. So he gets out. Him and Archer start brawling. Cody tosses a chair at his head, which just makes him angrier, and he kicks Cody's head off. Cody gets up, goes for his Cody cutter, but Archer avoids, and they have a little standoff, and Jake just says, "Not now!" And he gets his client to leave. He's saving it for the pay-per-view.
Saving it. We're hyped. Cody is somehow in all of the best feuds going. Like at like whatever time, whatever feud Cody is in is somehow the best one. And I feel the past couple months now, Lance Archer just looks unstoppable. I have no clue who's going to take this one home.
It's going to be a good match.
It's going to be a good match. Lance Archer keeps opening the show and
Yeah.
crushing it. And he's just been built up so great.
Yeah, and we'll get to see him in a real competitive bout, I'm sure. It'll be this time.
It'll be fun.
But then we get Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus taking on the Best Friends. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen Jurassic Express, all three of them together.
Yeah, haven't seen those guys.
Yeah, mostly just been Marco getting bullied. Nice to have him back. Fun match here. And, of course, Orange Cassidy's there as well at ringside. He had a little denim face mask on, but he didn't wear it for long. And then later on, Orange Cassidy starts calling out Trent when, out of nowhere, Rey Fenix comes and hits this huge leaping kick to his head. It looked amazing.
It looked great.
It was like straight out of Mortal Kombat. So, yeah, Orange Cassidy's out. Then MJF shows up and he throws Jungle Boy into the ring post, back into the ring, and then Chuck hits the Awful Waffle to get the win. And then Wardlow shows up and he tosses Marco Stunt into the guardrail, so they're all just picking on these guys now. And Luchasaurus and Wardlow have a standoff. So maybe that can be some double or nothing match.
Yeah, those are the two biggest dudes, right? Those are two big motherfuckers. Jake Hager's pretty big too.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely two of the
I think because MJF has a match at Double or Nothing, so I think Wardlow will certainly have to.
Yeah, he's facing Jungle Boy, so they'll both be on the outside, I guess. Luchasaurus,
Yeah.
so I guess that'll be their involvement.
It'll be great, and Rey Fenix, Orange Cassidy, is that the? Is that the
could
fucking?
Be. Well, we'll find out later. They're both going to be in that ladder match, so.
The casino ladder match.
The casino ladder match. But before we get to that, let's get to some women's action here. A couple faces we haven't seen in a while. Chris Statlander's back. Hikaru Shida's back. And it's a fatal four-way, the two of them with Britt Baker and Penelope Ford. This is good stuff. Good to have these four women. Pretty much the top of the division, these four here, besides the champ.
The four of the top five, definitely. Chris Statlander looked great. She looked a little bit different. Someone hit a destroyer, and I popped.
Yeah, nice destroyer.
There was this was a great match.
Yeah, there was like a poison Rana at one point. Looked a little slippery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Statlander kind of lit it, but she bounces right off her head. She's fine.
She's fine.
Near the end, Kip Sabian's getting involved, trying to grab Shida, and then Ford runs at her, but she ducks, and then Penelope and Sabian just start making out on the apron. So she just kicks him in the head, like, what are you doing? And then, eventually, Britt Baker, she gives her the lockjaw on the outside, but she's wearing gloves at least.
Wearing gloves.
And then back in the ring, Hikaru Shida hits the big Shining Wizard knee strike on Penelope to get the 3. The number 1 contender. Keeping her momentum going.
And going into the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's very important.
And good match. Good women's action. I'm always looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Then we get a backstage promo from the man of the hour, Pineapple Pete. And he's talking about, I've been wrestling as Shug D for 16 years, but Jericho's got no respect for that name. And at first I was insulted, but ever since you've been calling me Pete, life been sweet. And then he takes a sip from a pineapple. So he's in.
With the lights going on in the background.
Yeah. He's got the straw, drinking right out of the pineapple. So tonight, one-on-one, no insults. Here we go.
No insults. Great promo. I still can't wait to see it.
Yeah. And then they do announce that officially Nyla Rose will defend that women's title against Hikaru Shida. So good stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we get Santana and Ortiz taking on Kenny Omega and Matt Hardy. But Kenny gets attacked during his entrance. And then Matt finds his way out to help. So Santana and Ortiz, they're early on. They're getting lots of offense in. But Matt and Kenny, Matt locks in like this butterfly capture submission. And then Sammy comes stumbling out with his neck brace on from getting hit by that golf cart last week. So he's got it. Yeah. He's got a chair. He's got his neck brace. And Matt just kicks the chair away, hits a twist of fate, spiking Sammy right on that bad neck.
That was a fantastic twist of fate.
That was a great bump.
I think that might have been my highlight of the match, actually.
He wasn't even in the match.
He wasn't even in it. It looks so good.
Maybe that brace just helped him just land right on his head.
Yeah, somehow straighten everything out or something.
And then Kenny follows up with a big V-trigger on Ortiz in the corner. And then Matt hits a super twist of fate off the turnbuckle to get the win. So they're working well together. Matt, he's a replaced Hangman for now.
Yeah, for now. I feel bad, too, because there are a lot of tag teams.
Yeah.
That should be vying for that.
Yeah, but the Elite versus the Inner Circle continues.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do learn about the rules of that casino ladder match. So 2 people will start, And then every 90 seconds, a new man will join until all 9 have entered the match. Everyone's attempting to climb the ladder to grab the chip that is hanging there.
I really want to know how big this chip is going to be.
This poker chip.
I feel like it has to be at least be the size of like a dinner plate. You know?
Remember last year when Moxley DDT'd Omega on that giant one?
That's a little bit too big. How would you hold it at the top of the ladder? So top heavy.
So, and then the rules is the prize can be grabbed at any time. So the first 2 competitors, they have the advantage. You know, you don't have to wait for people to come out. They can just skittle right on up that ladder.
They could, and they might. We don't know who the first 2 people will be.
We don't know. We only know half the people in the match. They announce Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Rey Fenix, and Colt Cabana are the first 4. So that's gonna be fun.
And so this chip is a contract. Is like a title
I don't know
shot.
if it's like Money in the Bank contract.
Is it just a title shot?
I don't know. They didn't say one way or another. It might be like you cash it in ahead of time.
Okay.
You put your chip on the table and
put it all on red.
And then they also announced that Mike Tyson will be at the pay-per-view to present the TNT title to the winner.
That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, Iron Mike, he's back.
Of course, that's so exciting. TNT,
it's like WrestleMania 14.
Exactly.
History.
AEW brings back some cool people along the way, and I'm excited to see what the belt's going to look like too. Because
I like that.
The world title looks incredible.
Yeah.
The women's title looks great.
Yeah.
I can only assume this one's going to be the same.
Yes, and like when Bret Hart presented the title, they like having some legend around.
Remember when Bret Hart presented it, but like clearly when nobody was ready? Because I think there's like a point where he
just kind of like holds it up, like, oh wait, we're doing this now?
And the camera like wasn't ready, and they're like, oh shit, and they had to like zoom in on it super quick or something like that. Yeah, I do remember that.
And that was weeks after he had been attacked at the Hall of Fame.
A mere weeks after.
He doesn't care. He's jumping brands.
Oh yeah, he's hopping all over the place. So if you want to talk double duty, Bret Hart.
But let's go. MJF. He's back after rehabbing finally, and he's here to take on Lee Johnson. So just a nice easy tune-up match for him. He hits a big power bomb on the side of the apron, and then back in the ring, hits a big shoulder breaker, and just kind of holds on into a submission to get the quick tap out. And then just cuts a promo after on Jungle Boy and their match coming up. And but he could use another tune-up. So he signed up next week. He's going to face Marco Stunt. So, and then he closes out. Oh, yeah, Wardlow just comes out and slips on his diamond ring.
A little diamond ring onto him, yep.
And his whole catchphrase, he's really pushing now. I'm better than you.
Well, that's the theme song.
They added that into his theme this week.
I know, because it was right after, because it was weird, because it was right after he and his promo said, I'm better than you. And then he drops the mic, and then you hear, I'm better than you. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What just happened?
So they added that little part.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's the hook. It's the burn it down, I guess.
It's the burn it down. Well, we're not burning it down anymore.
No, he's the Messiah. He's a father.
It's the it's the burn it down. It's the dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun, or whatever makes you work.
But let's go to the match we've all been waiting for. It's not the main event, but it could have been.
Sadly, it's not the main event.
No, but we are getting Pineapple Pete taking on Le Champion Chris Jericho. And Pete, he's got the full Pineapple theme, the graphics, the entrance music.
Yeah, we're leaning into it. No steel drums though. No steel drums.
No steel drum yet. But it'll be there.
Hopefully soon.
And Jericho, he comes out. He's even got a Pineapple Pete shirt on. And he's got the rest of the inner circle, but half of them, they're all pretty beat up right now. But Jericho, he's no respect, just slaps Pete in the face. So Pete comes out blazing for a little bit. He's hitting Jericho with some big moves, big running elbows, gets all fired up. He goes for another, but then Jericho just turns around, hits the Judas effect, gets the win just like that. And
gets the 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, yeah. Pete only got a couple minutes. Jericho cuts a promo on him after. Says now that Pete is vanquished, he wants to address the inner circle versus the elite. If there even is an elite, because we haven't seen half of them in a month. He heard Hangman Page quit the business, and he's picking berries in North Carolina. And the Jacksons, they sit at home pouting about how great the inner circle is. But we're fair and we're honorable, so we want to give you a chance to get your shit together and face the Inner Circle one more time. So we have created the Stadium Stampede match. If you thought that street fight was wild, just wait until you see what we can do in the middle of a football stadium. 80,000 seats large. So the challenge has been laid down. Double or nothing. First ever Stadium Stampede.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited for whatever the hell that means.
It's going to be great. I think we talked about that last week. We want to see a finish in the middle of that football field.
We did say that, man. I think some people over at AEW might be listening to the Shoot Brothers Wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
Because we have suggested things that have soon thereafter occurred.
There's been a couple ideas that have been lifted with no thanks.
We're not asking for much, just
Just a little shout out, maybe a little guest or two on the pod.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They have their AEW show. We could be on that if you're looking for new hosts.
Yes, we can cross-promote.
We can cross-promote. The two of us could host alongside Aubrey and Tony Schiavone. Or spin-off shows, right? Me and Tony, you and Aubrey, you and Tony. Sort of like that. Like whatever kind of combo you want, I think we can make work.
Yeah, I'll take it. But looking forward to that fun match.
Yeah, who knows? Stampede.
That could be the main event.
If there was something involving a bull or horses, that'll be a lot of fun.
Well, they've shown they're not afraid to use animals, so.
And Stadium Stampede is like I hope it's not just an alliteration. I hope they give us.
You're expecting. You want some kind of rodeo.
I want some kind of stampede element.
Would you be happy with a little pony, like the little miniature pony?
Oh yeah. No, if someone can get trampled by a miniature pony, that's okay. But
Sammy Guevara will do
a herd
it.
of them. Sammy Guevara gets trampled by a herd of mini ponies.
Yeah, those little Shetland ponies.
Yeah.
But then, so after Jericho cuts this big promo, lays out the challenge, then Vanguard 1 comes flying in. And he's still got that shirt he stole from Jericho a while back.
The little, like, a baby-made shirt.
Yeah. So Jericho grabs it and he starts cutting a promo on Vanguard. And, he says, "Are you going to accept the challenge for us for the Stampede?" And then Vanguard, we get his view of the little display, says, "We accept." So Jericho asks him again to join the Inner Circle. And he says, "Well, you know what? We don't need you. We've got the 6th member right here. Say hello to Floyd." As Jericho is referring to the baseball bat that he's holding. "And Floyd's got a message for you. And it's this." And then boom! He smashes Vanguard with the bat. And then all the men, they all start taking their turns, smashing this poor drone to pieces.
This poor drone!
Vanguard
oh my
won.
God. Vanguard's dead.
Matt Hardy comes out to mourn the loss of his brother, picking up what's left of his broken phone.
And I think at this point, JR says something like, "Oh, what's Matt Hardy going to tell his children?"
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, your dad works a job. I don't really know.
Yeah, but Vanguard 2 could be a thing.
Oh, of course, a bigger drone. It has like
Bigger,
bigger stuff on it.
Yeah.
It gets a tune-up.
But let's go to the main event.
Okay, wait.
Evening.
Vanguard 2 is like a drone large enough that it can actually lift somebody up. And
This is like military.
Yeah, and it is going to either lift Chris Jericho up and into something or up and away.
Did you ever see The Fan Man?
No, never heard of it. What is it? Movie? Show?
The real life thing. It was this guy who had like a parachute and a giant fan, and he would fly around in it. And,
yeah.
And he fell into the ring during a boxing match, and these people started beating the shit out of him.
Right, I have seen that. I have seen
the
that.
famous clip. So that if he could do it, they could hook up something like that.
Yeah, and that was like 30 years ago. I mean,
exactly. That was primitive technology. We have drones. And
yeah, I think that's a stampede. That's a Stadium Stampede. Vanguard 2 is going to lift somebody up, either up and away and like out of contention for the battle, or up and drops them.
Hot air balloon.
Kind of like that, but it's a drone. Tony Khan has a lot of money.
He does, so we could see anything.
We're calling it. I'm just saying, because Mike, because as we've kind of reaffirmed, their AEW officials listen to this show.
Yes.
So if there's and we need the proof of if that happens.
Well, we still got a preview show next week.
If that happens, we can maybe claim some kind of intellectual property kind of thing.
Yeah, we can try.
Or again, just work out a deal.
Yeah, I'm willing to do business.
We're willing to talk about it.
Yeah, let's do business.
Well, let's get to the main event, though. Mr. Brody Lee in action.
Mr. Brody Lee, taking on Christopher Daniels. Brody's got Moxley's title. He's just holding it. He's calling himself the champ. He stole it.
Yeah, is that supposed to be John Moxley's actual title, or is that just like
so.
That's weird. Why?
I don't know. He's a bad person. He takes. He steals.
But how did John Moxley lose the title like that?
I guess last week when he beat him up, he took.
Oh,
it
he
with
just
him.
kind of took it with him. Okay.
Yeah, maybe they didn't make mention of it, but anyways, Brody's dominating most of the match. Daniels gains control for a little bit when number 10 distracts the referee, and Brody goes to use a chair, but Daniels kicks it into his head, and then he hits him in the head. Excuse me. So Daniels gets a little bit of moves in here, but then the Dark Order members enter the ring. So SCU enter the ring, and they all start fighting. Everyone clears out, and then Brody ends up hitting his discus lariat to get the win. And then after Moxley comes out, he starts beating on the Dark Order members, and Brody and 10 leave with the belt. So they still got it. And then, Mox just cuts a promo saying he does not suffer disrespect. Mr. Brody Lee, you have made a foolish decision that you'll pay for a DLE. And the AEW title is more than a piece of metal, and you'll find out at Double or Nothing. So there he goes.
There he goes. I mean, we'll still probably have one more little rendezvous this coming week.
Yeah. And this number 10, he's standing out from the rest of these other guys.
Yes. Oh, I mean, he may be making a move up to, there may be some number reordering.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But, so there's the feud over a stolen belt.
Over a stolen belt, and not only is there a feud, that was this week's Dynamite.
That was.
It was a great show.
Yeah, good show. We got one more week. One more show before Double or Nothing. So, but I think most of the card's been pretty well booked. Mm-hmm. So lots of exciting matches.
Lots of exciting matches to look forward to. But let's jump across because it's also Wednesday night. You may only get the TNT Network, or you may only get USA Network. Because if you only get USA Network, there's only one thing to do on Wednesday nights, which is watch NXT.
NXT. What does it mean? I don't know, but it's some good wrestling. So NXT. Watch and see. Gotta tap out a count out of 1, 2, 3. So
are we building towards anything? I don't know. Is there a?
Well, we'll find out later in the show.
We do find out a little bit later on in the show. We have some great matches coming up here. Finn Balor's going to be there. We've got probably a cruiserweight tournament that's going on, which is of course a lot of fun. But we're kicking off some hot tag action.
Yes, some tag team championship action as Matt Riddle and his stand-in partner Timothy Thatcher are defending the tag titles against Imperium members Bartel and Eichner. Fabian Eichner, Marcel Bartel. Mm-hmm. Good match, good tag match. Everything was going well when all of a sudden Riddle hits a monkey flip on Bartel, but he accidentally flips him right into Thatcher. And Timothy takes this personally, and he just walks out on Riddle in the match. So Imperium take advantage of the 2-on-1. Riddle fights back. He does his best, but Imperium hit that European bomb to get the win and become new tag champs.
New tag champs.
So I guess, I don't know. They've been here a lot recently, so they seem to be more NXT than NXT UK.
Yeah, who knows?
But divide and conquer. That's the Imperium's plan.
And I feel like also maybe these two they just live in America. I think there's probably also that element of it too, where it's like, shit, they can't be on NXT UK right now.
Yeah, so I don't even know if there is an NXT UK right now, but I don't know. But yeah, Thatcher, man, he fucked Riddle and done 2 people at once out of the belts. Poor Pete.
Seriously, that's too bad.
But yeah, and then afterwards, backstage, Tim gets interviewed, and he says, "I'm not here for the game shows and the flip flops, and I don't want to be tag champ with that." And Riddle shows up. He's just, "What the hell, bro?" And they start swinging. They get separated. Yeah. Then we get Tegan Knox taking on Indy Hartwell. Hartwell gets a couple moves in, but Knox gets the win pretty quick with the shiniest wizard. So she's still looking good.
Who is Indy Hartwell? Have we seen her before?
Once or twice, but yeah, she's in the lower end of the rung, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her.
And then backstage, Riddle, he's on a little iPad. He's chatting with Regal. And Regal says, all right, I'll give you a match with Thatcher. So, yeah, we'll get that later tonight. And then Timothy shows up and smashes a TV on Riddle.
Yeah. And then the officials are good thing. The officials are right there, though. They can.
Yeah, separate.
Hey, that's enough, Timothy. That's what he said, because he was kind of like, hey, guys, get away. And then he throws a television at him. He's like, hey, that's enough,
Yeah.
Timothy. You go on.
Come on, Charlotte. Was it that guy?
No, there's another. It was a new guy that I didn't recognize.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can get his name. But,
You're on the hot seat. All the officials are on the hot seat, by the way. That's been going on for the entire duration of the show.
but let's go to some cruiserweight tournament action here. Tony Nese taking on Jake Atlas. Atlas eats some big strikes, which cut him open near the eye. Yeah, Tony's trying to play spoiler here, but Atlas hits his cartwheel DDT to get the win. So Jake Atlas sits at 2-1 in the round robin, and Tony Nese is 0-3, and he is done.
Who is? How long has Jake Atlas been around for? He's been great.
Yeah, he's picking up the 2-1, so he's got a chance at making the finals here. We'll see, but yeah, he's looking good.
Yeah, he's certainly seems like a talent to watch, and I don't think I even recognize his name prior to Mania.
I wonder if he is related to Tony Atlas, which I accidentally called him.
Oh, who's Tony
He
Atlas?
was a former, just an older wrestler from, like the 80s, 70s era.
Oh, so possibly a father-son type situation.
Yeah, but it could just be the same name.
It could just be the same name.
Yeah. But then we get a cameo from Triple H and Shawn Michaels. This is their special announcement. Then Road Dogg pops up, and they're talking about the 25th anniversary of In Your House.
Road Dogg doesn't just pop up. He pops up, and when asked, where were you, he says, under the table.
Well, that's the truth. So they talk about the 25th anniversary of the In Your House pay-per-view series. And right now, a lot of people are spending time in their house. So on Sunday, June 7th, we're going to get NXT TakeOver In Your House. So I love the revival of the classic branding. They had the old logo and all that shit. It was great.
And this is something that, AEW's already, AEW likes to do the, hey, this week is special and let's celebrate it. And NXT doesn't do that so much unless they're like relishing on themselves, like they're honoring a person or 25th anniversary of Triple H, whatever it might be. So yeah, just bringing an old school pay-per-view theme back for 1 week, it's like no harm. You own the fucking trademark.
Well, this is not weekly. This is a takeover. This is a Sunday pay-per-view.
Oh, it's a Sunday pay-per-view. I missed that.
Yeah. It's NXT TakeOver In Your House, yeah.
Oh, I missed that. I thought it was just like, hey, Wednesday.
No, it's the real deal, Ally McBeal. It's going to happen.
So when is it?
Sunday, June 7th.
Sunday, June 7th. Right, because when was the last takeover we had? I guess before Mania.
Yeah, we didn't have any real take. They did like that half takeover on TV, but this is the first real one since February, I guess, January.
Okay, yeah, maybe since the Rumble.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. We got some time to book those matches.
Yes, June. You said June 13th. Is that what you said?
June 7th.
June 7th. That's not even close.
That's what. Yeah. So In Your House. Did you ever watch any of those old In Your House pay-per-views?
Nope, never.
Never. But yeah, they were fun. They were just more because they only had the big 4 or 5, so they wanted to introduce some smaller ones. So they came out with those. And they just dropped the In Your House brand and called them their own things.
Oh, so it used to be like In Your House :
Maybe
something.
In Your House Judgment Day, or
and then okay, I get it.
Yeah. But anyways, let's go on here. Finn Balor's taking on Cameron Grimes in the Battle of the Foot Stomps. And during this match, Damian Priest comes out. So Finn nails him, and he gets back up, and he nails Finn with his nightstick behind the ref's back. And then Cameron Grimes follows up with his shitty little cave-in foot stomp.
It looks great. What are you talking about? He gets so much elevation.
I'm just teasing, but
I know. You're going to get me with that one of these days.
So he gets maybe the biggest win of his NXT career. Cameron Grimes here.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, big win. And then after, Damian Priest continues the attack on Finn, hits him with a chair, starts choking him with it while he's sitting on him. And then he reveals that he was the one who attacked Finn 3 weeks ago. So mystery solved.
Didn't see that coming though. I don't know who we thought it was. I don't know. The shoot meter wasn't flying too hard. We just thought it was the, like the ghosts of the Performance Center parking lot.
Yeah. At some point, I forget when or where, or even what, wasn't Karrion Kross and Scarlett did a little promo or something? I can't even remember. It wasn't as big as last week.
This week? Shit, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't
feel like I saw them for a second, but I don't remember what.
Okay, I don't remember, but I don't know.
Yeah,
oh, well.
Didn't matter anyways. They weren't.
He'll probably have a match on this upcoming In Your House pay-per-view.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's get him in a little program.
Yeah, and then the Undisputed Era, they do a little FaceTime promo, but not nearly as fun as the Bubbly Bunch.
Oh, really? I actually, I thought this was also a lot of fun.
I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't.
When Kyle,
it wasn't the Manitoba Melee.
Kyle O'Reilly is, he is filming a movie with, what does he say? Danny DeVito Day Lewis. And at one time, he does the best. Kyle O'Reilly is so funny when he's not trying to be. And he calls people the wrong names all the time. And when they were doing the stuff with Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne, he kept calling him Peter Dune.
Oh, yeah.
And this one, he calls Dexter Loomis like dumpster something. Dumpster Lummis. I don't know. And it's like, he's doing it on purpose. He's so funny. But pretty much all they're announcing is next week we are going to get Dexter Loomis against Roderick Strong.
Yeah, because we did not see Dexter in person this week, but there you go. Something to look for.
Yeah, that'll be one hell of a match too. Roderick Strong is great.
Yeah, that'll be Dexter's first real challenging opponent.
Match. Yeah. Great.
But let's go on. More cruiserweight tournament action here. Jack Gallagher taking on Isaiah Swerve Scott. Before the match can even start, though, Tony Nese attacks Swerve during his entrance, and I guess he's angry about that 0-3, and so Gallagher takes advantage. He's in control for the first part of the match, but Swerve tries for a comeback, but then Gallagher just locks in this guillotine. Swerve escapes, but Gentleman Jack hits a big spinning elbow and gets the pin. So Gallagher goes 1-2, and now Swerve is 1-2, so they're both done in this tourney. So now it's either going to be Tozawa or El Hijo de Fantasma who advance in the Group B.
And that's going to be an exciting match when we see that probably next week.
So I guess they got to face each other, and I guess that'll determine. Tozawa's been on a roll on this show.
Yeah, on Wednesday, been on a roll. Monday and Friday, not on a roll.
Nada. But let's go to Kaden Carter. She had a couple matches on Raw as well, a couple losses.
That's correct.
At least against Charlotte. But Kaden Carter's taking on Aaliyah. And Aaliyah, who's on the rise a little bit recently. She's looking good, looking aggressive here. She's trying to win over the heart of Robert Stone, it seems, as he was watching.
He's a successful manager. Why not want to be managed?
He's looking for clients.
Exactly.
Looking to expand the brand, if you will.
Uh-huh.
But Carter, she knows what she's doing, and she applies this Indian deathlock to get the submission win. And then Robert Stone just kind of walks off disappointed as Aaliyah tries to plead with him. She wants to be part of the brand, but he's just like, no time for you. I talk to winners. Closers. He needs closers in his brand.
And but Aaliyah wants to work towards that.
Yeah, and I give her credit. I like her. She's a good Canadian girl. Good Toronto.
Oh, no fooling. Good Canadian kid?
Yeah, she's a good girl.
I'll always put over a Canadian sports person.
In one of the WWE 24/7 NXT things from a few years ago, she was featured, so I got a little soft spot for her.
Oh, yeah.
She seems like a good girl. Good girl that works hard, like a Dana Brooke type.
Love Dana Brooke.
And then we get another dinner at the Gargano house as they kind of talk about their recent victories, and they've even got the cup from the empty arena match that protected
I noticed that. Like put it in like
Johnny's balls.
They
Yeah,
put
in
it
a
in a
glass
belt.
case.
They put it in a glass jar, like it's from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, like that rose.
The rose
whatever
from
that
Beauty
thing
and the
was.
Beast. Yeah.
Yeah, so that cup's there. And what did they talk about? It was weird. As they were talking, it would like zoom in on their face and go black and white.
It was sort of like they're having this conversation with each other, and then when they were getting serious, the camera would kind of shift tones. They would stare straight down the barrel, and then
Yeah, it reminded me in Fight Club when shit starts hitting the fan with Tyler Durden. There's like a scene where he starts talking directly to the camera and it distorts like that and shit.
Exactly.
Then you realize it ain't just about fighting anymore. There's some bad shit going on. So who knows? Maybe the Garganos could be starting some terrorist organization. Who knows?
Who knows if they come up with that little smiley face? Well, they already have like almost that little smiley face. Johnny
the
Gargano's
Rebel
little
Heart
half eye logo.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, this promo was great.
They continue to. Yeah,
they really did.
I like this. There's just them being evil in their own home all the time. Mm-hmm. That's just how they are.
Great for both of them too. I mean, I don't think certainly putting Candice LeRae with Johnny Gargano just naturally is going to elevate both of them. And they sort of stuck away from it for a long time when they were both, these faces.
Yeah, just baby faces who wanted to be clean, didn't need each other to win, but now they'll do anything for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking forward to more of that.
Certainly looking forward to it.
Let's go to the main event that Matt Riddle asked for. He's taking on Timothy Thatcher. And, they start out just some good old mat wrestling here, grappling back and forth. Similar styles. They work well together. Lots of submissions, arm bars, that sort of stuff. Thatcher, he has Riddle in an ankle lock, but then Riddle is able to roll over and pin Thatcher down for the 3, which shocks Timothy. And then the sore loser attacks Riddle after match, and he just goes after the arm again and again, possibly injuring Riddle. And that closes the show. So, yeah, Tim Thatcher.
Timothy Thatcher in a big feud. Of course, Matt Riddle is straight out of the tag championships onto something else. Sure, this is great. These guys are probably going to work really well together. We have this In Your House takeover coming up, maybe some kind of gimmick match to kind of culminate.
Ultimate submission match.
Exactly. Yeah, something like that, or the something like that could work out really well.
Yeah, and good spot for Tim here. He closes out a main event, even though he lost. He stands tall after beating on Riddle. So
you know what? And these Performance Center shows have given some opportunities to people, possibly just because they're living in Florida. And like for no other reason, I mean, a guy like Timothy Thatcher could have found himself in a position where he's American already, and he was available, or Imperium's case right now. They live here.
I remember the first week or two, I thought Thatcher was from the UK as well, but he's totally not.
And one thing I know, of course, last week we had the Iconics on SmackDown.
Oh, baby. On Raw.
So one of them, Peyton Royce lives in Florida. Of course, her and Sean Spears are married. But the other one, Billie Kay, wasn't. I was reading this online. Wasn't able to get back to America for the past little while, and was just able to do so. So,
thank God.
So that's why now they're being put on the show, right? So who knows? Who knows everything?
Big title match on Monday. Looking forward to that.
They're in a title match.
Iconics.
Oh shit!
Remember?
I missed that. Yeah, no,
Big
I forgot. The week goes by.
It was about 4 days ago that we talked about.
I have so much to think about between.
A lot's going on.
There's lots going on, Mike. It's that was Wednesday night though. Another great Wednesday night week of wrestling. Mike, should we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a good old break.
We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back because the first SmackDown just happened, and we got some trivia. So stick around.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah.
We're back here with the show, the second half of the show, that is. In case you're listening and you thought this was the first half, go back about like 42 minutes. And if this was an editing error, possibly, and like this second half is actually starting off the show, just let me know and I'll fix that so you can hear the shows in proper order, because it's the second half of the show. So we start off the second half of the show with trivia.
Trivia. Woo! Trivia. Woo!
Hey,
I have 5
or B.
or sometimes C or D.
B. You never know.
Mike, I have 5 questions for you this week.
I got 4.
Perfect. I'm gonna 2.5 Big Mac you.
Okay.
On this one, because of course last week Asuka became did you know that she became the second ever
Grand Slam.
women's Grand Slam champion.
Yes.
Isn't that pretty cool? Bailey, of course, being the first. She reminded us of that this week. But Mike, I have trivia for you regarding the male Grand Slam champions.
Okay.
Okay, so there's like 2 different formats of like what it means to be a Grand Slam champion, right? Because there was another world title, there was no US title, so there was a previous format, but they reformatted what it means to be a Grand Slam champion in 2015. Is all what I'm saying making sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so under the current format, you need to have you need to have won a primary championship, so either like the heavyweight championship, whether Universal or WWF. You need to have won either the WWF or the Raw Tag Team belt, that lineage, or the new SmackDown lineage. Either is needed. However, you do need both the IC and the US title. So total, you need 4 belts to become a new Grand Slam champion. However, it could be Raw, SmackDown, whichever. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everything makes sense. So, Mike, I'm going to be asking you questions about the 5 what's the best way to phrase this? Okay, so you're gonna be guessing the 5 quickest people to become Grand Slam champion. Okay, I'm going to be giving you clues. You're going to be starting off at number 5, so the 5th quickest, and eventually your last question will be the quickest Grand Slam champion.
Okay.
Everything I'm saying making sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you're going to get a few clues. You're going to have 3 clues for each. And here we go.
Okay.
So this person started their Grand Slam journey in a tornado tag team match at Extreme Rules, where they won the tag team belts. Okay. They completed their Grand Slam with the Intercontinental Championship on an episode of Monday Night Raw. And finally, if this person was to win the SmackDown Tag Team belt, they would have all 6 potential belts under new Grand Slam rules. As in, this person has won the WWF Championship, Universal,
Yeah.
Raw Tag, yeah.
So they've won the universe. So they've won everything but the SmackDown tag.
Yeah.
The first win was a tag title at Extreme Rules. What was the middle clue?
The middle clue was they finished off the Grand Slam winning the Intercontinental Championship on an episode of Monday Night Raw.
On an episode of Raw. Yeah, that seems kind of right. So the Universal Championship is a pretty short list. I'm going to say Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens is close, but we were looking for Roman Reigns, the big dog.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. It took Roman Reigns 1,646 days to become a Grand Slam champion.
Okay, yeah. Out of sight, out of mind. That's why I wasn't.
Out of sight, out of mind. But there you go. So he's the 5th quickest.
All right. Good job, Roman.
Good job, Roman.
All right. My game for you this week. So I'm going to give you some clues to describe people within the wrestling business. But I'm going to be describing two people, and their names will rhyme. So that'll help you. If you get one, you can get the other,
Okay, so it's similar to the other game where you're giving clues about two different people.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
their names. So like, for example, Mike Shepard would rhyme with Snow Leopard, right?
And if you said, like, played guitar and pending and
Yeah.
white cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that kind of thing. So they rhyme.
Okay.
So like, of course, the first name doesn't have to rhyme. It's the ending, So
Of course.
Mike Shepard, Snow Leopard, all that. So those are the rules.
Okay,
So I'll
cool.
describe. All right. So I'll alternate with the hints. Here we go. First person. Probably a man. No, it'll be a man. You'll know that it's a man anyways. Let's go. Here we go. So this person is a 6-time world champion. 6-time world champion.
Okay.
The other person is a current NXT member. This other man is a former King of the Ring. And the NXT member has won one of the titles in NXT. So it could be any of the championships, but they've won a title in NXT.
A title. Okay.
And this other person, they famously called Hulk Hogan the N-word in a promo.
Oh,
That vibe.
okay, yeah.
And the final clue for the other person was this person was the final survivor for Team NXT at Survivor Series before being pinned by Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna say I think the answer is is it Booker T. Keith Lee?
Yes, it is. Booker T. Keith
Booker
Lee.
T. Keith Lee. Okay, this was fun. I remember that. Wasn't that like a huge power bomb? No, that was
What,
Keith
with-
Lee on Roman. I remember there was like
Yeah.
the final
He came-
sequence of that match was great.
Yeah, it was great. Keith Lee, he came close. He got Roman's respect.
And it was like really like he remember when he had him pinned like fucking up on his shoulders and then Roman still
The
kicked
Spirit
out.
Bomb.
Yeah, the spirit bomb. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And of course, Booker T's infamous promo with the Hulk Hogan. We coming for you! N-word.
Oh yeah, when of course
the viral.
I've seen that, and it's like
Yeah, the
whoever
clip.
he's with is it his other buddy from Harlem Heat in there
Stevie
too?
Ray, yeah.
And it's like they laugh or like he
Yeah.
looks at him, kind of laughs for a second, and this poor
yeah.
there's a white woman standing there with them, right?
Yeah, like their manager, whoever
Yeah,
it was.
who also has to look around like, oh my god.
And Booker T, as soon as Booker says, he's like, oh, shit. He puts his hands on his head. He's like, oh, damn. But live TV, it was funny.
That's funny.
All right.
Okay,
Give me some-
so what we're looking here is the fourth quickest Grand Slam champion under new rules. Okay, so this person began their journey in 2013 with the second longest ever U.S. title run. They completed the Grand Slam win at SummerSlam 2017. And at this rate, who knows? They could become like the first ever worldwide Grand Slam champion, just everywhere, all over the planet.
All right. I will say Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, whatever you want to call him.
Well.
It took him 1,555 days.
So just a little quicker than Roman.
Just about 100 or 90 or so days faster.
Yeah. All right. Good lad.
Good lad.
Good lad. All right. On to our next rhyming names. Okay. First person. They are a current member of the WWE commentary team. This other person is a female. That's all you get.
Okay.
Back to the commentary team member. They briefly wrestled in NXT. And this female is a backstage interviewer. And the commentary team member, he gets picked on a lot. And the final clue for the backstage interviewer, they are not white.
Not white. Oh my god. Okay, so commentary used to wrestle. I knew Corey Graves used to wrestle. That was my first thought. And then backstage interviewers like Charlie Caruso, Dasha, what's her Fuentes. Can I think of anybody else though? I don't think so.
For the commentary team, I said they get picked on a lot.
I know Corey Graves doesn't get picked on. Yeah. Wrestle in NXT.
Briefly wrestled in NXT, like you.
Yeah,
you may
yeah.
not
Before
even notice.
my time. This one's
Yeah,
tough.
before I even watched NXT.
I
But if you can think of names,
mean, I don't think it would be
names,
Michael Cole. I don't think it would. What's that other guy? Tom Phillips. Nope. Maybe I'm looking for a Caruso. What's that? Did Coachman? Was he ever in fucking NXT? There's that other guy who got F5 by Brock Lesnar, whose name I forget.
a current member of the WWE commentary team.
Yeah, then
So they are currently calling matches.
then who am I missing? Yeah. Morrow
Yeah,
doesn't get
there's-
picked on. Nigel doesn't get picked on.
You have missed a name.
I know, and who? What, I can't remember what name it was. Is Jerry Lawler still fucking doing commentary? Jerry Lawler, Charlie Baller. Fuck.
These are two names that you see nearly
Yeah.
weekly.
See, because you said the interviewer's not white, so it's not Sarah Schreiber. We know that.
By the guess who clues, it can't
By
be.
guess who clues, it cannot be her. But fuck, Jerry Lawler, Patrick Stoller, Jerry Lawler. You know what? I think fuck. The first half of it must be Jerry Lawler, but I don't know the second, and it's gonna kill me. I gotta pass.
Okay. Well, the answer is Byron Saxton
Byron Saxton.
and Kayla Braxton.
Caleb Braxton. Oh my god. Oh, that one
Yes,
was great.
we
Fuck,
see-
I forgot
we
about
see-
her too.
Yeah, she's second to Charlie.
No,
I
she's
think,
second to
and-
Backstage Charlie. You're right. I mean, we've
Yeah,
seen Renee a
so-
little bit lately too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, you know, there you go.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Can't win them all.
You can't win them all. That's true. Okay, so this next person, the third quickest. They are a Grand Slam champion, not only under this format, but also in the original format,
Hey.
where you had IC title, WWF, World Heavyweight, tags, and then a tertiary, whether it be European or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So second clue. They started their journey when they won the IC title in the year 2000. Okay,
The start of the
and completed their journey at No Way Out 2004 when they won the WWE Championship.
No Way Out 2004. I'm thinking. So first title. What was the first clue?
Very first clue was that this person would be is a Grand Slam title as we know it now and as we knew it then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so first title was Intercontinental. Last was World title in 2004. Who was winning that title in 2004? That was around back then. No way. Oh, it's got to be Eddie Guerrero.
You know it's got to be Eddie Guerrero. I knew if I had said beat Brock Lesnar, you would have gotten it, so I had to maybe skeeve away, but you still got it. Eddie Guerrero won he became a Grand Slam champion in 1,259 days. So he's third place by a lot.
That's impressive,
Yeah.
considering he wasn't. I mean, he didn't have the rocket push that those guys behind him had, like Roman Reigns. So yeah, good stuff. All right, my next rhyming names.
Rhyming names.
First clue. This person is a 5-time world champion. And the other person currently wrestles on Impact as well as Indies. The other man, one of his 5 world championship wins was from a Money in the Bank cash-in.
Okay. Must be newer. Okay.
The other wrestler, they appeared in an episode of Glow. Even if you haven't seen it, I've talked about it.
You have talked about it, yeah.
Yeah, so. And then the other man, they main evented WrestleMania. That's the final clue for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other side, this person is known for their strong reproductive organ.
Strong reproductive organ. Okay, so I gotta say this is someone like Joey Ryan. He's got to be my one over there. Won Money in the Bank. Joey Ryan. Who's won Money in the Bank? CM Punk won Money in the Bank. Edge won Money in the Bank. How many? Sorry, how many time world? 5-time world champion? You said
5 world champions. Main evented a WrestleMania. One of the champions was a Money in the Bank cash-in.
Joey Ryan. Fuck. Oh my God! This. Or no, sorry. I guess Joey Ryan's the second one. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, the order doesn't matter. Yeah.
And like the world title, like the big gold belt. That's what you're talking about.
Well, any of the world titles between the big gold, the WWE, I consider those world titles.
Oh, okay. Between the two. Okay, so I can amalgamate them. Fuck. But even so, who cashed in and won? Like, fuck, Joey Ryan, Daniel Bryan?
That is the answer.
Yes, that is the answer. Fucking got it.
Yeah. He had the cash in that they don't. His cash in isn't shown as much as the others because he was a heel. He wasn't the Yes Movement Daniel Bryan yet.
Oh, really? Who'd he cash in on?
The Big Show.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. But there you go. There's that.
That's
Next.
too funny. Next. okay, here we go. Next fastest. We're on our second fastest. First clue. They won the WWE Tag Team Championship in 2007 with a partner still currently signed to WWE.
Okay.
They won the WWE title in 2010 when they cashed in their Money in the Bank briefcase. Completed the Grand Slam in 2012 on the 1000th episode of Raw when they captured the IC title.
I'm going to say The Miz.
The Miz, you are right. Who did he cash in on? I don't even know.
I think it was Randy Orton.
Rand Man Classic. He did it in 1,022 days.
Wow. Just couldn't crack that.
Couldn't
1,000
crack
mark.
that 1,000, but it's funny to see that he got a rocket put up his bum.
Yeah, I mean, he got to main event WrestleMania and win against John
It's
Cena.
pretty cool. Not literally no one's been ever to say that.
Pretty much, yeah. Other than The Rock.
Yeah, Undertaker.
So, but yeah, good.
Good.
All right, my final for you. The finale of the rhyming names.
Mm-hmm.
Superstar number 1. This person is married to a current SmackDown superstar. On the other side, we have a current member of AEW. This other person is a former Divas champion.
Divas.
And I stress the word Divas.
Okay.
Yes. So, and then this AEW member, he's known as the Bad Boy. And then finally, this woman, she has a child with her wrestler husband.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Oh, fuck. Divas champion. Yeah.
Yeah, Divas champion. And then the final clue, the Bad Boy is still looking for his first win on Dynamite.
He still hasn't won, eh? Oh, God. Okay, because, Joey Janela. And then, see, I was thinking for some reason, I was like, Joey Janela, Carmella. And I was like, oh, shit, that's going to work. Joey Janela and then Divas champion. People like Alicia Fox, Maurice, probably. Natalia's been around there for a while. Did Charlotte Flair ever win it? Married to somebody.
Married to a current SmackDown superstar.
SmackDown superstar.
Yes, married with a child.
Fuck, and I feel like my timing might be off. My timing might be off on like who is eligible for Divas like contention.
The Divas title was retired at WrestleMania 32.
Okay, that makes sense. Right before the brand split again.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when they introduced the new.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'm gonna say, okay, married and has a kid. It's gonna be Joey Janela Brie Bella.
That is correct.
Correct.
Oh, yes, you got the right Bella.
I got the right Bella too. Well, that's what he said because I was like, oh shit, John Cena might be on SmackDown, but unless there's a child that we don't know about.
Yeah. And Carmella, although she rhymes, she does not meet
the clue requirements of winning Divas and all those sort of things.
If she did somehow have all those same things, then I would be in trouble. But that's all I got.
That's all you got, Mike. I got one more here for you. That was great. This is actually the fastest person to become the Grand Slam champion.
All right.
And they are a Grand Slam champion, your first clue, under both formats, similar to Eddie Guerrero.
Ah, okay.
They won their first title, the IC title, at No Way Out against Chris Jericho in February 2000, and completed their Grand Slam reign at No Mercy 2002 when they won the WWE Tag Team Championship on the SmackDown brand.
I'm going to go with Kurt Angle.
You got to go with your gut, Mike, because you are right. Of course you are. Kurt Angle completed his Grand Slam reign in 966 days.
He did it. He got that 1,000.
Yeah, he beat the 1,000, and
the only man.
Yeah, and I guess nobody else is really close because no one's really kind of gotten that rocket put up their bum. Kevin Owens was close, but he's never won a tag team championship.
Oh,
yeah, that's what's holding him back. You think of him and Chris Jericho being best friends and having the belt. Yeah, they each had their own. Yeah.
Yeah, Rollins. I feel like Rollins might have been close.
There was a couple people.
Finn Balor, maybe.
Yeah. There's tons of other people on the list. Edge, under the new format. Edge, Big Show. Yeah. Daniel Bryan's also on there. Chris Jericho, Randy Orton, Seth, Jeff Hardy, Kofi, Rey Mysterio. It just took everyone else longer.
Yeah, that's how she goes.
And that's how she goes sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it took Daniel Bryan 5 years to do it, where it took other people less. But there you have it. That was another week of trivia.
Alrighty.
That was great. And all this trivia talks got me thinking, because we've said the word a lot during our trivia, both during my clues and your clues. We were saying the word SmackDown. Okay, folks, it's Friday night. It's time for SmackDown Live. It used to be on Tuesday, but then I think it was on Friday before, though. No, wait, we used to film it on a Thursday and then release it. It's just SmackDown Live.
That's right. And Money in the Bank, as we're talking about, the show just opens right up with Miz TV. Miz and Morrison out here, and they want to bring out the guest. The winner of the men's Money in the Bank, Otis himself. So he comes down, Miz congratulates him, and Otis talks about, biggest win of his career. But the biggest win of his life was winning the heart of his peach, Mandy Rose. And Morrison's like, yeah, how'd you do that, man? You must be packing some serious meat. And then Miz's like, John! He goes, in the briefcase. And Otis admits, yeah, he does have some bratwurst in there, along with some other, I forget what he said.
He has a couple snacks, just in case he gets hungry. Snacks,
a napkin, I don't know. And they start showing some pictures of Otis from his childhood, and Otis is acting silly, and Miz gets pissed off that Otis is the Money in the Bank holder, and he says, get Tucker out here. Let's have a tag match. But Tucky can't make it, so Otis has to find a partner. We don't know where Tucker's been.
Yeah, we don't know where Tucker's been. Well, he hasn't been getting a singles push. So, of course, he's not going to be there. Who's his partner going to be? This is setting up our main event. We still don't know.
We don't know.
This was a fun little opener too. Otis is that funny guy. He's not a serious guy in in the way that other Money in the Bank winners have been, right? He's so it's uncharted territory for a Money in the Bank winner, but why the hell not?
Why not?
Yeah.
He's lovable.
He's big and lovable.
Yeah,
So greasy.
And, even those, the goofy guys, when they need to get serious, they can get serious.
They can, yeah. We know he has skill under there.
Yeah. But then one of the big pieces of news, Sami Zayn has been stripped of his Intercontinental title. So they're going to hold a tournament to crown a new champ, which seems kind of unfair that they let Jordan Devlin keep his. And, they're having an interim champion. Why couldn't this be an interim champion?
It's a good point. When Brock Lesnar can't defend the title, that's fine. Keep it on him.
Yeah.
When Sami Zayn can't defend the title, strip it. It's just the way.
Andrade got suspended and he got to keep it.
He got to keep his. Is he still the champion? Oh my god.
Yeah, that title you never see, even though he's around.
We see him all the time, but he's been doing him and the Vagabonds have just been going off so much lately. We haven't seen.
Yeah. But Sammy, I guess, he's Canadian. He doesn't want to cross borders right now. So,
yeah, who knows?
I don't
Well,
can't-
I mean, like, there's a chance that, again, like, the people who do or do not live in Florida, and I bet nobody's being forced to go to work, so,
Yeah, he's like, all right. So he's gone. Title's been stripped. We're going to get an 8-man tournament featuring some good matchups like Daniel Bryan versus Gulak, Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus, Elias versus King Corbin, and Styles versus Nakamura. So
Styles?
Sorry. Yeah, wait a minute. Styles?
Wait
He's
a minute.
Raw.
What? He's Raw. That doesn't make sense, Mike. Can you explain it to me?
Well, let's get the details. As Drew McIntyre alluded to earlier in the week, there's going to be an invitation of some sorts. The official rules are you're allowed to show up 4 times a year on another show.
An
So
invitation.
Keep your tallies at home, folks.
Everyone, you know that we'll be keeping tally. I've already opened up my tally of how many times somebody was allowed. And is that starting Friday? Or is that
I
starting
guess,
Monday?
Whenever, starting now.
Okay, starting now. Okay, so we're currently at 0.
But in some cases, you got to be careful. Like the women's tag titles can go on any brand, so I'm not counting that.
Yeah, we can't count the women's tag because they're going to be hopping around and stuff like that, and
But if Styles wins, does he jump brands or does his title come with him? We don't know.
What you're saying is this isn't a wild card because
It's not a wild card.
Yeah,
This is an
'cause you
invitation. It's
can't-
not wild.
'cause
It's formal.
You could show up 4 random times, just no more than 4 random times. Okay, great. I just want to make sure I understand.
So
the rules.
you gotta pick wisely.
I agree.
So that'll happen. But
get ready, folks, because that's gonna happen.
I don't know if this happened on your end. At first, I thought it might have been part of the show, but at some point, the thing just glitches out, and I saw like the color screen of death with the high pitched tone. Like the old boo with the colors in the background, the bars.
Oh, really? Wait, when did this happen?
Maybe it was just an actual glitch because at first I'm like, is this the hacker? But then it went on for like 30 seconds with nothing. So I'm
Were
like,
you
maybe this
watching
is-
SmackDown Live in
I was watching it on the internet.
real time? Yes. Okay. I was also
No.
watching it on the web.
I wasn't watching in real time.
Okay, but I usually click around like after matches to get to like the next match. Or
Yeah, I usually do too.
maybe I missed this one. I'm really not sure, but maybe it was the hacker
Could've just
giving
been
us
different
this
feeds.
prolonged.
Yeah, it was like an Andy Kaufman. It just went on for like 30 seconds. But anyways, just had to note that. But let's start this tournament here. We got Elias taking on King Corbin. This feud been going on for months. But,
I bet it's been weeks. It just feels like months.
Yeah, well, he knocked him off that tower like a month ago.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but anyways, Elias, he does that Undertaker old school rope walk at one point. Remember when they briefly teased an Elias versus Undertaker feud?
Yes, they did.
That never happened.
I think it was supposed to be in Saudi or something like that, or
Yeah, and then they switched it.
Something.
Yeah. But anyways, this match goes for a little while, and then Corbin smashes Elias' guitar against the ring post. But this enrages Elias, and he hits a big jumping knee strike, followed by the small package to get the 3 count. So he moves on to round 2 to face the winner of AJ versus Nakamura.
Elias moves on. Thank God we can put King Corbin in somebody else's feud and keep him out of...
Getting him out in the first round is a huge win.
You know, it's a huge win for the IC title, but also a bad win
wrestling fans
because we
everywhere.
still have to write him into the plot somehow. So now he's going to be doing like a below mid-card feud. I don't know what's Bobby Lashley doing. Can we get
the invitation?
Can we get him over here? That sounds like a feud.
Oh yeah, well I forgot. Drew McIntyre's invited Corbin to Raw this Monday, so we're double dipping on.
Okay,
Corbin.
well now wait. Now, who gets to decide how the invite's on? Because Drew McIntyre, like, he can't just invite somebody willy nilly.
I think it was an open invitation. Corbin could have said "fuck you."
Exactly, but I guess then Corbin would have come across looking weak.
But I guess Corbin, he's like, if I can fight the WWE champ, maybe I can get
Corbin,
the title on the line.
And I guess, you know, put it with the title on the line, burning one of your 4 alloweds. Because then my question is,
I'd burn it for a title shot.
yeah, you
right?
burn for a title shot. Wait, are they going for a title shot?
I don't know, but Corbin could talk his way into it.
But see, that's the thing. Then Corbin might have to burn a second one just to get himself in the door to talk himself into it.
I think once you're in the door, you can do as much as you want.
Sure those are the rules?
I think you could be in a tag match and then a singles match and then a triple threat match. Once you're in the door,
once your foot's in the door, the entire
got the ticket. You don't have to pay to see the opening band.
Okay, great. I can't wait to see where this brand to brand invitational leads us.
We'll see. In these trying times, they need it. They're running. You can only have Denzel Desjardins lose so many times.
So many times before we need better talent.
Yeah.
Where's Akira Tozawa?
Let him win. But backstage, Otis is looking around for a partner. He asks Sheamus, and Sheamus is just like, "No way, fella." So he continues his search, and Mandy just comes in to check on him, and she's like, "Why don't you ask Braun Strowman?" He's like, "Oh, you're a genius." So that's his thing.
And it gives a little peck on the cheek there too. Don't forget.
Little peck on the cheek, yeah.
He's so respectful.
Respectful. And then we get another actual promo from the hacker. So just the same thing. The I am everywhere. I see everyone, everything, the truth.
He turned around, and I was like, "Fuck!" I need another clue. When's this gonna culminate?
I don't know. Yeah, we didn't get any more real clues. Just the same, just clips. So he's got some. Yeah, we need some dirty secrets. We haven't had that secret footage in a while.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it'd be, you know, and it'd be such an easy angle, such an easy way to get everybody to turn on each other within SmackDown, or.
Yeah.
But so this guy can just, or this person can just kind of like come out and be like, "Hey, I'm here." And everyone's already in a state of peril. Yeah, we need them to do.
We need more secret footage soon.
Even if it's something small, like somebody talking shit about somebody else backstage, just enough for somebody just like to facilitate a match happening.
Yes.
You know, anything.
But the truth will be heard.
It will be, apparently. The R-Truth will be heard.
Hey,
I would imagine that. That'd be sick.
Then Otis, he approaches Braun and he asks him to be his partner, but Braun is suspicious because, you know, he's just trying to get me in the ring so you can cash in. I've been Mr. Money in the Bank before, but you got some gall coming up and asking me, so I'll think about it.
You'll think about it.
And then we get some women's action. Naomi taking on Dana Brooke. Pretty quick match here. Naomi goes for some sort of wheelbarrow, and Dana blocks it and just sits down on her, gets the pin. 3. So Dana Brooke picking up some steam.
Dana Brooke not only picking up steam, Naomi looking pretty salty after this too. She sticks around in the ring. I thought there was going to be one of those post attacks. There wasn't though.
No, not this. Yeah.
Okay, so remind me again, which Uso is hurt?
Jimmy,
and
the one that's...
Jimmy is not the one.
No, it is the one that's with Naomi.
Okay, so Naomi's looking for something to do. A heel turn while the rest of the Uso penitentiary, recovers. Who knows? Naomi's never been she's always been feeling the glow, right? She's never been a heel.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. Who knows? Let's get her there.
See. But yeah, either way, why not? But yeah, I root for Dana.
Freshen it up, right? Let's get Dana top face of the
She's
company.
working hard.
We need a new top face of the company, by the way. Becky Lynch is gone.
Well, now that Becky's gone, yeah.
Henry
for who knows how
Rollins
long.
got Becky Lynch pregnant.
Henry Rollins?
And now we're fucked. We need a new top woman in the company. Of course, Charlotte Flair, as we all know, transcends even what it means to be top female in the company. So she's out of contention. We need somebody else to fill Becky Lynch's spot.
Well, Charlotte Flair's here. She's burning one of her invitationals.
Yeah, so okay, now I'm gonna have to put an asterisk beside this one because let's say she already showed up, and then when she got there, and then on air they announced this brand invitational. She had no clue this was going on.
Well, too bad.
I got to put an asterisk beside this one in the record books, and you bet your ass we're counting.
Well, this is one down for me for Charlotte because she's already been hopping around too much, and she mentions it. She cuts a promo talking about working 3 brands. I'm like, yeah, why? So Bailey and Sasha
She tells
come
us
out.
why because it's her fucking last name, it's her pedigree, it's everything about her. She tells us why.
Well, Bailey and Sasha tell us why not, and they come out. They make fun of Charlotte. You know, everyone, they're all clucking back and forth here in the ring. So Bailey challenges Charlotte to a match, but that will happen next week. So stay tuned.
Okay, so stay tuned. I guess potentially burning another one.
Yeah, maybe. I guess so. See, Bailey's smart. She's saying
You got to come to my show. But I like in this promo, Charlotte, they name drop Fox 20 times in this promo. I don't know if you caught that. Charlotte keeps saying, like, when SmackDown came to Fox, blah, blah, blah. Now here on Fox, they want me. And even Bailey and Sasha, I think, also had a couple... Well, we're here on Fox. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. Like,
No, I didn't,
replace SmackDown with Fox, and then that was the promo.
No, I didn't notice it that much.
Yeah, I did.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe Fox just sent the word down.
Hey, tell them who we are.
But then we get another Intercontinental title first round match. Daniel Bryan taking on Drew Gulak, the coach versus the student.
And we can see, they have an incredible relationship, and they do get a nice handshake in there before. Just as a sign of respect,
Yeah, just some good old wrestling here. These guys, they know what they're doing. They're just both trying to out-wrestle each other with holds and locks and submissions, and Daniel Bryan hits a vicious-looking dragon screw, which just wrenches Gulak's knee. And then he follows up with the heel hook, and Gulak is forced to tap out. So Daniel Bryan will face the winner of Hardy versus Sheamus in the semifinals.
Interesting. Also, that matchup, the way the bracket works, their first match after this kind of build will be for this, which is also kind of fun.
Yeah, no, the whole tournament bracket has been set out nicely with all these little feuds in between.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go to the main event. John Morrison and The Miz are taking on Otis and...
Blank.
Yeah.
So he comes down to the ring by himself, holding the little briefcase. That I do just like the idea that there could be like a little some food in there, like a little sandwich or something. They can definitely they'll definitely play that. We're waiting. Nobody's coming until somebody comes, if you know what I mean. And he got I noticed this week Braun's got a whole new same song. He's got a new shirt, of course, new graphics in the background too. I don't know if you've seen that. I was looking through my phone the other day of a Monday Night Raw that we were at a couple years ago, and I saw those Braun Strowman graphics against the new ones, and it looks like he got a little bit of a tune up.
Yeah, why not? He's the champ.
He's the champ.
Yeah. So yes, Braun Strowman does end up coming out here to help Mr. Money in the Bank, and the two big men, they're working well together. Strowman, he hits the power slam on Morrison to get the win for him and Otis. And then as they're celebrating, Mandy comes out to applaud the win from the ramp. So Strowman's distracted. He's looking at her, and it looks briefly like Otis is thinking of cashing in. But then Braun turns around and catches him, and he plays it off like, oh, no, I was just kidding, Big Daddy. Just for a laugh. And then he goes for a fist bump, and Strowman bumps him, and Otis celebrates with Mandy. So yeah, he got off, but he was thinking about it.
He was thinking about it, and he's gonna keep his friends close, his enemies closer, of course.
And his peach.
And yeah, just a nice way to end off the show. Predictable main event. Put everyone over.
Yeah.
Yeah, another great week of SmackDown, though, I gotta say.
Yeah, everything's flowing. The empty arena isn't noticed nearly as much these days.
No,
just kind of
we're flowing, and I do hear that Florida, maybe is starting to allow people to start to revisit shows, right? Similar, like we had the AEW when they were there was all those people in the background, like last week's main event. You remember that?
Little families and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So who the heck knows? Who the heck knows? But that was the show.
That was the show.
So yeah, that's the week. Let's keep rolling on because we always end off our show with the same thing. It's the wrestler of the week.
It's the wrestler of the week, of the week. Wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. Wrestler of the week, of the week, of the week. The wrestler of the week.
Mike, my wrestler of the week. My wrestler of the week was kind of going to be my wrestler of the week last week, but after Becky Lynch's baby announcement, of course, plans changed. So this is kind of they also did great work this week, and so it's kind of a prolonged wrestler of the week to our SmackDown main eventer, Mr. Money in the Bank, Otis.
Hey,
it's fun to see. We've been here the whole time too. Like since the call up, we've been up for the ups, downs, the tears, the laughters, the cries, and it's finally starting to pay off for the big boy. And so Otis is my wrestler of the week.
He is looking great. Well, I'll go to the other side of the brand war because AEW, we had some great women's action. Fatal 4-Way. But I'm going to give it to someone who's been on the up and up recently that I've been impressed with. She looks better every time I see her. Penelope Ford is my wrestler of the week. She's looking good. Great heel. Yeah.
And great stuff. Yeah, and Penelope Ford, coming in from... she was what? She's still kind of like the Kip Sabian man, right?
She's
manager.
Yeah, but now she's starting to wrestle more.
She's starting to wrestle more. I know she took the pin in that match, but it won't be long before she's not taking the pin in
That's
Fatal
right.
4-Ways. And that was the show.
Yeah.
That was our show. Remember to rate, review, like, and subscribe because we're everywhere, I think we're on episode 70-something. We're creeping up to that hundo. We have like 20 weeks to think of something slightly different to make it more important. I don't know. Maybe we wear tuxes or something. I'm really not sure what that could be.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see if it could coincide with like SummerSlam time. We'll see.
It really could. You know what, Mike? I was even looking back at our last live show that we did at your basement was the second or third last thing I did before the world went on lockdown.
Yeah, I think it was for me as well.
I think,
like one of the last, like the actual just hanging out and everything was still normal, watching the hockey game. And,
the next afternoon, Zach and I went to the mall. Then later that evening, Brendan and I went out to a bar, and then I think it was like the day after that, I was coming back to the city, and everything shut down.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's when Rudy Gobert
changed sports forever.
Yeah,
at least that slimy Frenchman changing professional sports, and then so the rest of the world. Okay, Mike, that's all the time we got. It was nice chatting with you again, buddy. I've got more wrestling to watch, so that's all the time I have.
Yeah, we got Double or Nothing next week, so lots to look forward to with that.
Yeah, stick around, because we will have that. That'll be our preview show. Will probably be our next podcast.
Yeah, we'll see if we can jump back on the scheduled Thursday. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe Pineapple Pete sneak his way into that ladder match.
Oh, Pineapple Pete, if he ends up with the chip, he's Pineapple Chip Pete.
He could be, we'll see.
We will see. Okay, that's all the time we have. Take care, folks.
Okay, bye.